Hey guys, Steve here at VR Roundtable. I'm doing a quick video to show the Windows MR tracking, the inside-out tracking limitations. This is going to be a super fast video. I wanted to show it because I was playing around with it, and even though I don't have any games, I don't think there are any games that where you pull an arrow out of your back or your sword or launch a bow. But if you look at the shadow here with the controllers, you can kind of see the way they were programmed to behave. So let's take a quick look at it. So you can see the controllers are tracked real well, even though this left controller is out of my field of view. I don't know if you all will be able to see it on the screen capture, but I cannot see it in my headset at all. Anyway, so let's pretend I am going to grab an arrow out of my back. It's there. Come forward. It's not moving at all. But then when I get in the field of view, it snaps back in. So personally, I think that would work. Now here, if I go back and I keep moving around, it looks like the IMU tracks it until it loses it. And then once it gets back into view again, it snaps back in. So if you go back and stop, the controller stays there. You can squeeze the trigger, come back forward, and boom, there's your sword or your katana or whatever you're pulling out of your back. If I keep moving around, the IMU won't let it come to a rest. And it's only till I stop my controller, stop moving around, does that controller stay there. And until it sees itself, will it kind of snap back in. So I think they've tried to do some intelligent programming in order to make this adaptable to some games maybe. And again, I'm purely speculating because I don't have a game where I pull an arrow out of my back or do anything that kind of requires the controllers to be out of view. And maybe that's for a good reason. But anyways, I kind of wanted to show it. And let's do another look where maybe I'd pull in an arrow like in Steam VR's longbow. You can see it's out of the view. It's locked in. If I move it around, it doesn't fully know it. It kind of sticks and it's not so good. And as soon as I come back into view, there it is. So good. Arrow, release. Arrow, release. Trying to look a little bit, and I know that's cheating because the cameras are in the headset. Release. So perhaps we will be able to have games. Again, I don't know that it's going to work, but it seems doable, and I was actually surprised by this behavior watching the reflections here. Again, if I do all this, it does a decent job of keeping it tracked. It's only till I stop, then it assumes you've done something in the game, that maybe you're shooting a gun or doing something of that nature, and then it just kind of stays and rotates only, and will kind of lock there until you bring it back into view. And the other hand behaves the same way. Locked, back in. Locked, back in. Now I'm going to keep moving around, and it doesn't lock until it gets too far. It's kind of locked there on me. Moving. So it does get sticky, but at some point they try to come up with a lock position. So anyways, that's the end of this video. Like I said, very short, very sweet, but I wanted to show you guys something because I haven't seen anybody doing reviews, or I haven't seen much of anything talking about this. The belief is that any games where you need to pull, again, an object from your back or over your shoulder, that they're not possible. And with what I've seen here, I don't think it'll be ideal. It certainly won't be as good as a Vive or a Rift, but I think it is in fact doable. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Later.
好，看完了刚刚的两段的影片，相信大家对 outside in 和 inside out tracking 的原理能更加的了解。那 outside in tracking 就必须要靠 Lighthouse 这样子由外部的基地台来协助追踪。那 inside out tracking 的话，它可以靠双眼视觉。那第二段影片，使用者一直在测试，他离开了双眼视觉会发生什么事情。Microsoft 在这方面做了一些很大的演算法上的努力。它靠着视觉末端就是你快要离开你的视觉范围的时候，做了一些运动方向的预测。当然这是有极限的。当然他一直在测试拉弓也可以， 但是，一旦拉弓它到了末端你看不到的时候，它只能靠 IMU 来推测。这也是目前inside out tracking 的限制。它一旦离开了视觉范围，它就没有办法。所以在 Windows MR 之后，Oculus Quest、Oculus Rift S，他们做的事情就是把镜头变更多。好 ，Vive 也做了最近的 Cosmos，它甚至有6颗镜头来解决你看不到的问题。